Camera on?
I did.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Tell everybody.
Yes, it's a minute or two after 6, and we always like to start on time. Welcome back to the OK Corral. You can pretend that you're in Costa Rica or Belize or Chile, wherever you want to be, but you're here and this is now. Has everybody signed in? Has everybody picked up a binky? It's part of the program. That's why I'm suggesting that you pick one up. Who needs a binky? I need.
Can't remember what we called it. What
A pacifier.
Yeah, no.
A binky is a pacifier.
I've got one of those. I just tried to say it. Can we get hands up? Hands up.
That's the only words I
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Unless we visually see it.
I'm going to start this over again.
Sorry,
I'm sorry.
Something about Belize.
Hey, Milton, could I have your attention? Should I wait until 10 after 6?
Yeah. Give them 3 minutes, Beth. The more you talk, the more they come.
This is really kind of interesting. I've never had this happen. All right, I'm starting from scratch here. Welcome back to the OK Corral. You can pretend you're in Costa Rica or Belize or Chile, but you are here and this is now. I keep thinking some of you might be survivalists and head off to Costa Rica or Belize with bitcoins in a bug-out bag and never return to the land of the free. However, we are the home of the brave and we cannot shirk our responsibility and turn our back on our brothers and sisters. We remain strong and informed and at the ready. We may want to hide under the rug or go the way of the yellow pages, but we are a force to be dealt with. We are informed and confident enough to stand tall and tell others like it is. We've had over 70 meetings and we're going on our next birthday. We're all grown up. No more diapers needed. No more. You can put on your boxing shoes and your dancing shoes and your boxing gloves, but you can take that binky out of your mouth. Okay. Get ready for another round tonight with our guests. Talking about boxing gloves, a few of us went to Robarts Arena on Halloween because our friend Valerie Gilroy made a commitment to Hanson Scott in the middle of the boxing ring. Can you imagine? Danny Bilyeu read the vows, and Valerie said that she'd probably be here tonight, so I don't know if she'll make it or not. She's a very busy lady. I wrote a letter to the editor of the newspaper and extolling Valerie for all of her virtues. How many of you saw the letter to the editor? Well, that's great. It looks like you're subscribing to our local newspaper. That's good. You might surprise yourself by writing a letter to the editor and having it published. This has been my 3rd or 4th letter that they've published, so I'm very, very happy. The Sarasota Patriots practice what we preach. We have a small government, no red tape and no ties that bind. We have no board of directors, no advisory board. We don't live under the umbrella of another organization, and we beat our own drums. We have no treasurer and no bank account, and we are not a Tea Party group, but we are truly a grassroots organization. That's why we have not been found by the IRS. Gotta stay away from that bloody group. By the way, the Sarasota Patriots will have a 30-second ad on WLSS radio running 20 times between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. on 930 Talk Radio. Do you listen to 930 Talk Radio?
Yay!
Yeah, it's fabulous. Okay.
Tony Station
I thought I'd play the ad for you because it's worth listening to. It's just, like I said, 20 seconds. So.
Hello folks, this is Beth. I'm with the Sarasota Patriots, a local group that believes in the
Can't hear
Constitution
it, can you?
and
No, we're good.
Can't hear it.
the
Yeah.
Commandments and the Ten Amendments, and we meet the first Tuesday of each
Stop it,
month
start it
at
again.
the fire station on Waltham. We'd love to see you join us. We are a free group. We are
Touch the bottom of the
I
phone
see,
to the
put that
mic.
microphone of this.
planning to
I'll do
educate
it.
and enthusiastically involve
It was pretty
you.
good, though.
Visit sarasotapatriots.org.
Okay, I think I can do it now with the microphone of my iPhone next to me.
Hello folks, this is
Better,
Beth.
yeah.
I'm with the Sarasota Patriots, a local group that believes in the Constitution and civil liberties, the Ten Commandments, and the Ten Amendments. And we meet the first Tuesday of each month at the fire station on Waldemere. We'd love to see you join us. We are a free group, we are a grassroots group, and we are motivated, planning to educate and enthusiastically involve you. Visit sarasotapatriots.org.
Okay.
Very good. I like that sign too.
Well, you know, Rachel is here. I'm gonna turn this off. Now I can't turn it off. It's not my night.
Beth,
Yes.
Beth, the levels on the real commercial are
Uh-huh.
much better than what we just heard.
I know that. Well, and I thought maybe Rachel would stand up. Where are you, Rachel? Rachel works for WLSS, and she came to my house. She came to my house with one of her employers, and it took literally 5 minutes to do that. And it was just amazingly simple. So if you belong to an organization that you would like to have advertise something for you, I suggest you contact Rachel Knipper, and you can contact me to get her phone number or her contact information. It's rather simple and it's very effective. And the more you run the ad closely to itself over and over again, the more impact it's going to have. So if you'd like to stand tall and say the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd appreciate that. We start out by saying, I am an American, and I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, I'm honored to say the 23rd Psalm attributed to David of David and Goliath fame. Did you know this psalm is said by Jews and Christians alike at many occasions? David was known to be a musician and with the most harmonious voice, and he was a poet as well. Many believe him to be appointed the first king of the United Israel. David, the second king of Israel, established Jerusalem as its national capital in 1006 BCE. So I will now read you the 23rd Psalm. I think you're going to recognize bits and pieces of it. If you're capable of saying it along with me, I welcome you to do that. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, thy comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
We did it.
I think you did beautifully. I just didn't know how many of you would be able to follow.
Wow.
It's always a challenge to choose a prayer. Some people just get up here and say a prayer from their heart. Others read. We've had a diversity of prayers, but this is a good place to do that. Now, I know you're anxious to hear our guests who came from Las Vegas to speak with us. Let's give a hand to Lisa Bybee and Jesse Ferrell. You want to come on up here? Okay. Lisa and Jesse have a weekly podcast in Las Vegas, and we can all tune into that podcast. They might show you or tell you how to do that. I happened to meet them in Las Vegas because I was there for my aunt's 90th birthday, and my brother wanted to go try out one of those electrified bicycles. And so we went outside of Las Vegas to this cute little shop, and this is where Lisa and Jesse were. And everybody tried one of these bicycles. We had the time of our life. My brother actually bought one. They cost a fortune. And
Used car.
yeah, it's like buying a used car. It was amazing. Anyway, this couple is radiant, and I like the thought of an hour of power with Lisa and Jesse. Do you?
Yes. Yes.
The topic for this evening is mastering the art of relationship, and heaven knows we all needed this kind of advice long before we got married and or divorced. We all need it in our workplace. We need it on the golf course. We need it on the tennis courts. And donkeys need to learn how to communicate with elephants, and elephants need to learn how to communicate with donkeys. In our wildest dreams, we might have already mastered relationships, but I imagine there's a lot more that we can all learn. Jesse is the #1 speaker for the Mid-South region of Harris Entertainment. He's gotten a lot of accolades. And he's the author of How You Leave Them Feeling, a book that he has brought with him tonight. When asked, why are you on this earth, Jesse said, to empower and inspire others to live their highest vision in the context of joy and love.
I like that.
Bring
Yeah,
it-
go ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
bring it louder. As Jesse would say, bring it louder for Jesse.
Or an amen, my brother.
And, or amen, my brother.
Amen, my
Yes.
brother.
And Jesse comes out of the box with Lisa, all right? And he believes that relationship equity starts at home, and I think we all know everything starts at home. So Lisa Bybee is a woman of distinction, and she received a wonderful award for the year 2015. Now, I think that's quite an amazing accolade for her. The National Association of Women's Business Owners gave her that award. So Jesse speaks and Lisa listens, and I can attest to that. Okay, so welcome to Florida, my friends. This is their first trip to Florida, and they're having a great time. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having
And
us.
this is all yours.
Well, let's give a round of applause for Beth. Isn't she awesome?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this off here. And just tap those. There we go. And those are right there. Well, we're gonna have a wonderful program for you tonight, and we're gonna keep it snapping. We get an hour of power, and we will take just that. If there's extra, we'll do our best to be very kind and gentle, but we're gonna keep the program moving. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm new to what? To wired mics. I'm used to what?
Wireless.
Yeah.
Everything's wireless.
I'm going to tell you like they would say in South Africa. Yes. That's how they say yes. So I'll do my very best. But if you guys see me getting too far on this side of the room, stop me, because that won't work well. Okay? Fair enough. So mastering the art of relationships. Let's just jump right into this thing. Innovative. We want to do something innovative to you. Tonight, for 1 hour, I want you, no matter what you hear, no matter what you see, I want you to listen like it's new. You follow me? So what am I saying? If I ask you to listen like it's new, that means you already know what? Yeah, you might already know. But if you sit here like you already know, what psychologists call that is the already always listening mind. And we're all geared that way. When we think of something that we already know, what do we do with our brains? We shut it off. We go to sleep. And we're going, please let this man and woman finish. It's what I call the hour 5 minutes. Have you ever been with someone and they're speaking and you look at your watch and you know for a fact an hour has passed?
Yes.
And it's only been 5 minutes. Have you ever had that happen? Raise your hand if you have. Fair enough. Have you ever heard of the 5-minute hour?
Yes.
The 5-minute hour is when you're with someone and it's such a flow. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi wrote a book called Flow. Say that twice. No, Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. He wrote a book called Flow, and to do something in a flow experience is when you don't have any cognizance of what's going on in time, because you're enjoying the flow of the conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So tonight is going to be a conversation. This is not a talk. Lisa's not going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to you. We're going to create a dialogue, not a monologue. Are you in?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Now try it like South Africans. Yes. That's it. So what I want to start with is, before I start to talk about responsibility, what is the value, if you can see this bill in the front row, help the ones in the back, what's the value of this bill? $20. Yeah, that's right, it's a 20. If I take it and crumble it up, have I destroyed the value?
No.
If I drop it on the ground, I'm 211, want to be 200 pounds. Anybody want to be lighter than they are?
Yeah.
Okay, join the club. If I stand on this thing with 211 pounds, and see, I told you about these cords, didn't I? I promised, and I didn't even go outside the range. It still works. It still works? Someone didn't have the snap in. Have I smashed the value of this $20 bill? It's still worth 20 bucks?
No, it's lost 20% in the time you were speaking.
Was it my weight?
No, it was something else.
I thought we were going to be friends. Who wants this $20 bill? Raise your hand. Who really wants this $20 bill? Who really, really wants this $20 bill?
No.
Who wants this? Say your name again?
Jeff.
Jeff, come, give me a hand, give me a hand. All right, Jeff, and give me back my money. No, kidding. I want you, what is the purpose of that $20 giveaway? For what?
Attention getting.
It is, what else? What did I want from that? From you, I want something from you.
Action.
Say it.
Action.
Action. What kind of action?
Physical.
Yes. Did I make it so you kind of wanted it, but your butt kind of wanted to leave the chair, but you really weren't sure where I was going with it and what you had to do for it?
Right.
Right? I want you to want what Lisa and I are here to share with you tonight on Mastering Our Relationships, like you wanted that $20 bill. Raise your hand if you're on a retirement budget. Okay, raise your hand if you're not. Raise your hand if you could use that $20 bill on a retirement budget or not. You don't need the money.
I'm working.
What's your name? Mel? I want to see you after class, because he didn't need the money. I need to hang around with people that don't need the money. So that's what we want from you tonight. So know that that's what's going to happen. I want you to check something out here. I already asked Mel, so I won't use him as an example. Let's use this pretty female right here in the middle. Please, come step up.
Uh-oh.
Yes, yes, that one. Yes. She knows she's pretty. Okay? So I want you to work with me on this one. Imagine I wanted to share detail with you that I really wanted you to get. And Lisa wanted to share that same detail. Step over here. Don't tell me your name yet, but step right here. Step right here. Come on in here. Come on in the zone. Okay, come over here. Don't hide the name. Yeah, hide the name. Okay, stay right there. Hide the name. So, assume I wanted to impart some infinite wisdom on this woman here. Assume, let me get out of the way, you stay where you're at. Assume we're standing at the bus stop. okay? Imagine you're at the bus stop. What does that look like when you imagine you're at the bus stop? Just look like you're at the bus stop. Did she change her face yet? So look like you're kind of looking for the bus, right? Okay, imagine I come up to her, and I want to help her, right? I come up to her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd do it.
You know, you really need to start setting some goals for yourself. What do
At
you
the
think?
bus stop.
What do you think? How can I do that? What's wrong with that in terms of relationship?
It's crossing the boundary.
You think? What boundaries did I cross?
Social.
Social, what else?
Cultural, personal.
Personal, what else?
Space.
Yeah, but I'm an educated man.
She doesn't know that.
Thank you. Give her a high five on that one. She doesn't know that. I must do what first?
Establish rapport.
Establish a rapport. Build the relationship. Now, what's your name?
Nancy?
Nancy, I'm Jesse. It's nice to meet you.
meet you.
You willing to listen to things we have to share tonight?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's see. Give her a round of applause. It's about getting to know someone. You have to establish rapport. It's on a line, no matter how educated you think you are, no matter what your message is, no matter what's driving you, to just engage people as though you know it all. I'm looking to establish that same rapport with you first, and that's the reason why we do that. What we want, Lisa and I talked about this, and we talked about what would matter most for you. We believe when it comes to empowering relationships, we believe that we want you to look on the inside and know yourself and tell the truth. Know yourself and tell the truth. We want you to walk away with exploring the truth about relationships in general, no matter where you're at. We want you also, in the third spot, we want you to understand the power of building relationship equity and what that looks like. Do you believe that that would have value in your life if that happens here tonight?
Yes.
Okay, watch this. I'm asking you if you're willing to take just 1%. Be open for a 1% improvement, no matter what you hear that you know from the past or what you hear that's new. Even if you take just 1% improvement, that's it. Imagine the degree of that. Think of it this way, a locomotive. What does it take to run a locomotive down a track? Steam, energy, power. How much energy does it take? Power. It takes boiling water, 212 degrees. If that train was sitting on the track at 211 degrees, would it go?
No.
How much more does it take to get it down the track? 1%. 1 degree. Be open for a 1 degree shift. With the already always listening, finish it. Already always listening, mind.